Okay, hello sexy souls, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another Skystrology energy check-in to see where the planets are, and also what they want to say for us through the tarot, which is a different approach, because I'm mixing tarot and astrology, Skystrology. I know I say this all the time, but I have to say it in case someone's new here and they're wondering why I say planets are in certain places, and then they hear another astrologer saying, you know, the moon is in Sagittarius, when actually the moon is in Ophiuchus, which is a constellation, and that's what Skystrology is focused on. We focus on the constellations. We don't ignore parts of the sky. We also pay attention to Orion as well. You've probably heard of that before as well. And I actually have a bit of Orion energy here, which is kind of funny, because anyway, we'll get into this in a minute. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that. If you're interested in knowing more about Skystrology, it is like the mathematical placements of everything exactly, because over thousands of years, the sky is kind of looking a little bit different now, because, you know, other astrologies are based on, you know, 12 equal houses of the same degrees, and the sky doesn't have that. Sky is a little different. It doesn't have lines or yeah, every constellation is a different size. So that is kind of what Skystrology is. It, you know, it doesn't ignore or divide or anything like that. It's sort of like literally viewing it. And you can literally go outside and view where the stars are and what planet, and get your phone out and check. So anyway, that's always a long intro, and I know people probably don't like me talking about it all the time, or maybe you do like me hearing me explain it a little bit more and what it is and everything. But yes, this is going to be a very interesting one, to be honest. Also, my nose is a little red. I'm ready for Christmas. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I don't know what it is, but since the lead up to last eclipse as well, and this one, I don't know why I keep sneezing, and today was just awful. And I was like, how am I meant to record a video? So I literally didn't give up. I was literally like, even my eyes are like a little stingy, but I'll put some makeup on so I don't look as fucked up as I did earlier on. But yeah, my eyes are kind of heavy. I'm not sneezing anymore, thank the Lord. But literally all day, sneezing all day. So I don't know what it is, but I thought it was dust, but like I've cleaned the house, so I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of weird symptom that I'm getting from, like, I don't know, energy changing. So the way that I'm going to do this reading is I have some cards spread out here, and some of them have, it's like a spread, like a tarot spread, and each planet is represented by one of the cards, and then the card is kind of speaking and also connecting to other planets. I don't know, this is a channeled tarot spread that I made up in my head, and then I take into account where everything is with Skystrology and numerology, and that's how I do the reading. This is not how I do my normal readings. It's usually, I usually just shuffle and that's it. But this is fun, because it's like, I get to sit here for like 10-15 minutes and sort of just see everything kind of play around or matching up, and I'm like, whoa, this is cool. So this is going to be a very interesting one. Okay, so the sun is now in Ophiuchus. Okay, so the sun doesn't stay very long in Scorpio, because Scorpio is a smaller constellation. Okay, so Scorpio season doesn't last that long. However, there is other planets still moving and will be moving through Scorpio. So I think it's safe to start off with, as I was shuffling for Scorpio, I got the Death card, which is Scorpio. So this is the card in tarot that sort of represents Scorpio. Okay, so that is telling me that this transformation period is still ongoing. Okay. And that makes sense now, because I felt like it was going to be a longer extension. So again, when I'm talking about these energies, these can carry on. I could be talking about something in the future. Okay, so it's just kind of giving you an idea of how things are going, where the energy is moving and shifting and things like that. So with Scorpio, I'm sort of getting that feeling that people are definitely getting frustrated and ready for change. And it's showing up in all aspects of their life, okay? People are like fed up now and they're like, okay, I've had enough. I am not doing this anymore. I'm parting ways with that information or that person or this situation or this thing that's keeping me on one side of the division, whatever it may be, okay? So Scorpio is literally trying to say to me here that it's about embracing this period of transformation, okay? The energy right now is very much quite heavy. And Scorpio as well is in, so the south node is where, hold on, I have it written there. It's still 0 degrees. I read it down. So Scorpio, it's still 0 degrees, the south node. So this is a very, any 0 degrees moments in Skystrology is very like, it's very mysterious and very deep. Also the way I feel around these energies is very, it's like the spiritual aspect. It's sort of like the wholeness of, it's like that 0 degree, what everybody talks about in like spirituality. It's like that thing that anchors you in. I'm going to pull some cards for the South Node as well at the end, just to see what it's wanting to kind of talk about here in regards to this. But yeah, the Death card here, it's just showing me that with the other cards and the other planets, it's definitely to do with parting ways, okay? So this could be a period of time, these next couple of months, where some people it's family, and some people it's relationships and friendships and stuff. It's literally just kind of a shift. It's like a shuffling around of the energy. So the people that you were comfortable with, now it's different. It's like there's a shuffling around because it's like energy got stagnant, and could have been like to do with, you know, people going back home and having to be with family because they weren't sure of like where they would be in a couple of years with everything happening. So it was just kind of like, you know, everyone freaked out, but now some people have got comfortable. So you might start to notice people starting to shift around and change or make plans. It's more so about making the plans right now, because it doesn't feel like this energy has started yet. But just something to pay attention to. People might be wanting to like leave relationships and friendships and things like that, and it's just that period of time that it's like everything. It also could be linked to people leaving work as well, leaving jobs. Okay, you know, like you have a job and then all of a sudden it's like a domino effect where everybody just starts to leave the job, and then a whole new team comes on, and that's kind of it. Okay, that's energy as well. So it's just like the Death card is literally like, it's like in this card it's like he's walking through all these dead bodies, and it's like which is really scary imagery. But sometimes it's like when, for example, with people at work, it's like, you know, it's kind of scary. All these people are leaving and you're left, and it's like, why is everyone changing and I'm not changing? It's because you're not supposed to change, okay? So if this doesn't affect you, don't worry, but observe it if it's happening outside of you, okay? It's just like showing you that things are changing, and that's, I don't think you need to look too deep into it, okay? Because Scorpio's energy might be affecting you on an internal level, okay? So if you're feeling different on the inside, doesn't matter what's happening outside of you and what's changing all around you, just know how you're changing in here, okay? Because that is the reflection of how you feel, okay? So if you've been fed up with certain people in your life, and then all of a sudden they start leaving your life, then that's a good reflection that your external world is changing for you, okay? It's because you're changing. Okay, so that's what I want to start off with. And at the minute, Pluto, which is this position in my spread, Pluto is in Skystrology, it is in Sagittarius, okay? And so is Venus. So this is something I want to talk about. Okay, for Venus, I have two positions for Venus. So I have one for Libra because, yeah. So I have Venus and I have Taurus. So for Taurus, I have, this is the energy that I have, okay? So yeah, Venus is connected to Sagittarius, okay? So there is sort of, the energy here with this card is, it's sort of like you have to just let go and move on, okay? This being reversed, it's like the longer that you hold on to these things changing and moving out of your life, the harder it's going to be, okay? Because this is sort of saying that this has to happen, and so whether you like it or not, you have to just figure out how you want to react to the situation, but it's happening whether you like it or not. Like, the change is happening, okay? And this is just in all aspects of life as well. There are some big financial stuff changing that has to do with technology, and I'll talk about that in a little second. And whether we like it or not, it's happening. I don't really care, to be honest. Actually, it's not the tool, or it's not the physical thing that causes. You can give a gun to someone and they can go out and hunt food for the family, or they can go shoot someone, or shoot you, whatever. It's the tool, okay? So it's basically what I'm saying. There's a lot of things changing here energetically, and that Scorpio energy is like, that's what it brings everything up to the surface and is like, let's get rid of that, okay? And that's sort of what's happening here. And yeah, Venus is being in that Sagittarius energy, and after Scorpio is Sagittarius, so it's kind of makes sense that this is the energy that's showing up, okay? And this is like walking away from relationships that don't serve you, because Cups is to do with relationships, okay? And Scorpio is a water sign as well, so it's very much connected here, these cards, okay? This even looks like kind of Scorpio energy to me. And what I'm hearing here is one man's loss is another man's gain, okay? So it's just, things have to, yeah, it's really like, you need to realize, okay, you're over on this side now. It's like someone doesn't want to go over that bridge, okay? They don't want to move on. Okay, so this is the energy that you might feel at the minute, okay? You might feel like you're not ready to move on, or you might feel like you're not, and we have this actually as well. Yeah, okay, I'll just talk about this quickly. So I have Venus, which is in Sagittarius, okay? And then, yeah, so these three cards, this is literally what it looks like. Okay, so it's like these three cards is giving me the feeling that, wait, how did I see it there? It was like this. Once you leave that, yeah. So I have to change them around just to explain how I'm seeing things. Okay, so once you leave this situation, okay, you go through this transformation, which could be happening for the next month or however long, because it's like, while the planets are still moving through Scorpio, I'm not sure, I think Mercury is in, yeah, I have it written down. Yeah, Mercury is in Libra at the minute, I'm pretty sure. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure what planet I thought. You see, things move out of Scorpio quite quickly. So that's why it like comes in and it's like I said. But anyway, what I was saying. So the quicker that you move on, you go over the bridge, you go through the transformation over the bridge on the other side, then you can sort of fully let go, okay? That is what I'm getting from that. And I just think that you don't really have any idea of how good the next relationship is going to be, or relationships, okay? Because there's two cups there behind that guy. He's crying over the 3 that he spilled there, and he's like, oh. So the energy here is, don't block yourself right now. Don't be blocking yourself. You see things that are leaving your life as a blessing, because you don't need them anymore. Okay, you don't need them. You had your fun. It's time to move on. Okay, so it's definitely the relationship aspect of this reading is the thing that I feel like is being affected the most. Okay, and I want to point out, just because of this system that I have, numerology wise, these 3 cards are connected to, so I'll talk about these in a while. These 3 cards are connected to Chiron in my spread at the minute. It's just like the way that they're connecting up with numerology and everything. So we will pull a card on this, and I feel like it. Yeah, we'll see what that says. But let's move on. Okay, I want to start talking about the energy, the moon's energy at the minute. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so for Mercury, I have these 2 cards. Okay, so I have the 10 of Cups reversed, and I have the 2 of Swords. Okay, so this could be that something is changing that you might not see coming just yet. So someone in the family might be planning to, move away. Okay, because it's just because of this could be something that's a little bit ahead. Like this could be next year. Okay, but this is something that may be talked about now, because Mercury is about conversation. You might get hints or here and there that people might in the family or whatever might be thinking of moving away. So that's just conversation that could come up. It's not. The thing is, people don't know. People are starting to feel this energy, okay, of the Knight of Wands, okay, reversed. So this conversations that might be coming up is sort of something to not really pay attention to too much, okay? Because people might be saying things because they don't feel happy with what's happening in their life, or they're not happy about like their family situation or whatever, so they want to move the family away, or they want to move away from the family, or whatever it is, okay? But yeah, this is just people are kind of fed up, okay? And Neptune, which is the Knight of Wands reversed, Neptune is stationary. So this go energy of like, I want to go, and Neptune is like, getting all of these visualizations of where you could be going, and you're getting excited, and you're like, I could just go now, like, let me just go. But with this being reversed, it's like you're getting ready to go, but when Neptune goes direct, it's stationary at the minute, it's going direct soon. When it goes direct, the energy could just kind of go a little bit nuts. I don't know. It feels like it could like start to really show itself in a new light. I don't know what it is, because it is connecting to this, which I'll talk about in a second, the 5 of Wands. But yeah. So it could also be to do with helping family members deal with a tough time, or something like that, because I have this as well. And I feel like there's some sort of a Mercury, again, is about communication. And this just reminds me of Gemini, just because the air to and just not being able to decide how to deal with a certain situation, okay? It's like you're not sure, should I help them or should I just let them be? Should I say something and give an opinion, or should I just keep my mouth shut like I've always been doing? Okay, there's these decisions of like, how do I Can I help them out? Can I not help them out? And the answer is, right now, everyone should be helping people out. It's going to be people who are just really in tune with picking up on energies and just naturally pick up on the collective energy anyway. They're going to feel like this, the Six of Pentacles here, okay? And this is where the Ophiuchus energy is. So this is for the sun, and I'm getting a strong feeling that the energy at the minute is being pushed for people to kind of be pissed off at each other. That's just basically how it feels if you look at the media. Okay, kind of just look at your own life and just get on with your own life. Okay, you'll notice that like people are not really bothered about certain things. They're just kind of like, oh, whatever. And this is sort of showing me that it might feel like we're not winning in this situation as a world. Okay, we're not really winning here. Like, where are we going? Where are we getting to? What's really happening here? There's still delays, and I think it has a lot to do with the financial stuff. So that's set up because again, this is my Jupiter card, and Jupiter is leaving. Okay, Jupiter is leaving Capricornus, but it is not in Aquarius yet. Some people will say that it is. That is the Western or the other astrologies, but mathematically it is not left. Okay, and I'd rather look at the real sky. So mathematically, Jupiter has not left Aquarius just yet. But I have switched. That is weird. I switched these cards. I was confused there, but nothing is for no reason. So Jupiter is leaving Capricornus and going into Aquarius. And once it goes into Aquarius, we have the Nine of Cups, because this is where Jupiter was that was the card for Jupiter. So when it moves in, I just feel like this is what we will want. Then things will start to make sense. This will be the kind of future that we can kind of see for ourselves, because the curtain will be pulled back and we'll get a sneak preview of like what's really going on. Okay, and again, people will freak out. People will see the negative. People will see the positive. If you just observe, it's easier. If you just sit in the stage and observe the show, what's happening, it's easier. Just enjoy it. Okay, stop getting wrapped up in the pantomime of life and just get on with your own self, your own small little world, because your small world is more important than the whole world. Okay, you can change a lot more in the external world when you just understand your own inner world better. Okay, and I will talk a little bit more about that in a second as well, because this is coming up to talk about. But yeah, also now let's talk. While I'm on the subject of talking about Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is in Capricorn at the minute, and Capricorn is in Saturn, where it likes to be. Okay, and for Saturn, I have the reversed 7 of Wands. Okay, and I'm kind of getting a feeling that it might, yeah, this has to do with the energy of, it might sort of, everything still might feel a little chaotic. It might feel a little bit like, depending on where you're looking, where your focus is on, it might sort of feel like there's no end to this. We can't win. Like let's just get on with it. I don't know how to tell. I know from my own view on life. I know that everything's fine. I don't worry about anything that I see. I don't worry about what's happening. I really don't worry. because this is all a show. That's literally how I look at it. It's literally all a show. And why is it a show? I don't know. I think I know, but I really don't at the same time. I can only go day by day, and that's all that I really care about. This is the biggest blessing ever, having another day to just observe and like have fun and see what happens next. Okay, but what I'm seeing now, and I've been seeing this for a while. Okay, I didn't expect it to come up like this, but it wants to be talked about, and the numbers that I have are 3, 6, 9. I have 3 for Uranus, I have 6 for Mars, and I read it there. I have 9. This is some Nikola Tesla shit. And the Nikola Tesla shit is to do with let's talk about like free energy, okay? Free energy, everybody loves that. But the way that I'm seeing the energy here at the minute is there is a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, okay? Because this is connected here too. That is connected to Saturn, and Saturn is connected to this next situation that I want to talk about. Saturn is talking to these 3, 6, 9, because I'm looking at those numbers and I'm like, you three are talking futuristic kind of shit. Okay, futuristic kind of shit is crypto. And Uranus, okay, Uranus rules Aquarius. Aquarius is all to do with technology. And at the minute, Uranus is in Aries, okay? And Aries, Mars, okay, is this. The way that I feel about this is there is minor struggles at the minute. And Mars is in Libra. So we're trying to make everything fair. There's all this stuff in the crypto world, in the financial world about, you know, what's going to happen. Are they going to, like, all of these court cases and all the bullshit that I don't really pay attention to when it comes to that, because I know that that's all a show. They literally have the plan in place. The future's already done. They have it set up. Everything's ready to go, whatever. And they're going to shift everything over to heavy metals. Heavy metals. They fucked around with that for too long. Precious metals. Okay? So this is what I see here. And because I don't know if this has to do with it, because maybe I just get a feeling once Jupiter actually moves into Aquarius and the curtain is pulled back, then this pentacle, crypto, we can start to see people like really getting onto it. People really being like, wait, this could be a thing, okay? This actually might be the new beginning for us to, you know, be free again. Now there will be people who just don't get it. There's going to be a lot of energy all over the place. But that's why I think that Mars is in Libra at the minute. Because these minor struggles that we're going through and this competitive energy of NFTs or gold and silver or blah, 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 whatever it is. There's all these people having different opinions. Oh, you should buy gold and silver. Oh, no, you should do crypto. Oh, no, you should get this note from a country that I've never heard of that, you know, it's going to go through the roof. Whatever. It doesn't really matter what it is. Shit's changing. And it's changing because of technology. And we're moving into that energy where we need to speed up the process or whatever it is. Okay? We need to speed up a little bit here. And this energy, I believe, is we have to wait for these divine timings to happen for it to be put into place. Because my personal belief is that whether you like it or not, the sky controls everything else. The stars, the planets, everything, it controls the whole thing, and it's only if you're paying attention that you will notice it, okay? If you look at the clock and it's 3 o'clock, you'll know it's 3 o'clock. If you look at the planet and you know it's there, you'll be like, oh, I know that's what's happening at this time, okay? And as well, I heard this from some guy, you don't go out to sunbathe at nighttime, do you? And it's just like, it's literally, everything is controlled in a very divine, magical way. And that's why I don't really get that bothered anymore. I don't be hard on myself. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And I think no one here should be hard on themselves about anything. Anything. Literally. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself to someone else. You live in a different reality to them. That you don't know what's going on in their head. So yeah. Sorry, that was a bit of a long one. But this is connect. I always think on Orion when I see that. I don't know why. This just reminds me of Orion. And Orion is handing that coin to Neptune. Okay, and Neptune again is like getting ready to go, like I said. So this is just on a zoomed out level. I think that this is really getting ready to go. I don't know when this will start to go. People are talking about crypto going, all this financial stuff like booming in December and all of that. I'm not sure. Because Skystrology is showing me that there may be a little bit more time here. That's just my personal opinion. But we're getting ready. Everything is going according to plan. But I think, I don't know where people are getting their information. But again, if you're going by other astrology, that hasn't happened yet. So Skystrology is like behind, kind of. Okay, because Western astrology is ahead. Except it's not correct. So it's like people get ready. People are waiting for the energy. And then they're like, oh, disappointed. And then a couple of weeks or whatever, a couple of days, depending on what planet we're talking about, then it happens. And then they're like, oh, and then they lost it because they've given up. They forgot about it. Or they didn't want to, whatever. Does that make sense? So I feel like that's been happening a lot in loads of different scenarios in life. I've been seeing it all the time. People are like, oh, this is going to happen, or this date, or that date, or whatever. And then it doesn't happen until a while later, and then they don't even care anymore, which is a good thing. I don't see that as a bad thing. So I don't really care what system people are following. I don't really care. But I'm just saying what I noticed when you pay attention to the actual energy. It's kind of crazy. Because I've been following this for like a year now, and I just blows my mind every time. Maybe one day I'll start sharing stories of like stuff that's happened. I do have a book of certain things that have happened to me in my life while following this Skystrology stuff. Anyway, what time am I on? 32 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try and like wrap this up. Let me see here. Yeah, so this is the competitive energy with the crypto market. Okay, so you do want to, if you're wanting to invest in crypto, if you're wanting to invest in gold and silver, do not get involved in all of this energy, okay? Because this is the energy that is going to put people out of balance. And Libra's trying to keep the balance here. Libra being in Mars at the minute is like, make the right decision, okay? And honestly, this is what we want to see more of, okay? The scale there in the background. And this is what Ophiuchus is feeling to me that it's bringing in. It's like bringing in that balance with finances and structure and the earthly energies, okay? So that when Orion comes along, because on the 18th of December, we have a full moon in Orion, in Skystrology, okay? And like I said, it's like, give to people, okay? Help people out who don't understand certain things. Sort of give them a little bit of. Now this is really a tricky situation because I don't really give out crypto or advice about financial stuff because I feel, my own personal opinion, if someone's not worked through their abundance blockages, something's going to happen. I just see it all the time. If people don't believe in something, it just doesn't work out. Okay, and that's sort of like this energy here as well, because there's going to be a lot of people who are disappointed that they bought Shiba Inu and they sold it and now it's way up or whatever. An example: I bought a cryptocurrency called Gala ages ago, and at that time I was like, I needed money and blah blah blah, and I sold it. And then recently it went like fucking through the roof. And I still had it on my portfolio thing. And then I woke up and I was like, oh my God. And I was going to buy a new phone and everything. And I went in and checked and I sold it. So also, these are these little tests and trials to see, it's to make sure that people are ready, that they appreciate things and that they're not doing it for the wrong reasons. They're not getting involved in this greedy kind of competitive energy, and they're actually doing it because they have this mentality of, I want to help people. I want to be of service to others. If I get abundant and rich, I want to do this. I want to create that. I want to help with this, blah, 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 whatever. And there is a cryptocurrency that I seen. People thought it was a meme. It's called Huge Tits. It's a cryptocurrency and it's on the XRP ledger. I don't know enough about it. I just heard about it. I watched a little video. Basically, it's women that are going through all of these symptoms because of their breast implants. And it started off as a meme, that crypto coin. And now it's got, there's more to it. I don't know. You'll have to research yourself. I don't even know how to buy that crypto or anything. I'm just like, I dip in and out of the crypto world. I don't spend all my time in it, because then it will consume you. What you consume too much of consumes you. So yeah. Last little thing that I want to say about this crypto situation is, again, with this energy, okay? There's a thing called the metaverse as well. This has to do with that, what will be revealed, okay? A whole new world is literally going to be revealed. It's part of the old world is dying, and a whole new industrial age, or not industrial, technological or whatever, is being birthed, okay? That's happening. You can't stop that. So don't even cry about it. Okay? That's happening. Part of that is there are people going to be wearing these headsets and they're in this metaverse or whatever. Okay? That's part of it. Again, what you do with the tool is up to you. Okay? You could be in a meeting and have all these people in the room with you and you're discussing, and you don't have to go fly across the world, blah, blah, blah. So it depends. It depends on, to be honest, it depends on your reality, on how you're going to live in this world. Okay, because it's literally, I think people are freaking out a little bit too much about this stuff. They're like, oh, we're going to be wearing headsets and we're going to be like plugged into a computer. I'm like, okay. That's what you want to see in your reality, then maybe that's what you will manifest. Because it's literally this is the division. You need to get away from a lot of these. I will pause the video a second. Sorry, I thought the music was going to change to something like not copyrighted. Or copyrighted, sorry. So I ran over it. Stopped it. What was I saying? Yeah, the metaverse and all that jazz. Okay. I just wanted to bring this into the situation because I feel like with the South Node at the minute being in this energy of like the underworld, the kind of the really how do I put this? The things that are really pulling people down to the dark side of life. Okay. Yes, you can be a conspiracy person. Yes, you can believe in this or that or whatever. You can believe in what you want to believe in. It doesn't really matter. Okay. But that will pull you down if you're paying too much attention. If you're literally only paying attention to the dark stuff, you will miss all of the good things in your life. Okay. And that's just something that I wanted to say. And that's kind of it doesn't matter how you live your life or how you react to any situation in life. It doesn't matter. Okay. Everything for me at the minute, my belief systems have changed, and that's happened since the last energy check-in. Something that I said, I think, was belief systems are starting to change with many people, and my belief systems have changed on so many things. Because again, belief systems are supposed to change. You're never supposed to keep stuck to one thing. That's why I think that like religion is, people are starting to break away from religions, and they keep part of it. Like, you don't have to just not have belief systems, because that doesn't make sense. I think like it doesn't. I don't know how to think like that. I do, but I don't. Like I like having belief systems, even though I know they're not really real. Does that make sense? Like I like belief systems, but I'm not afraid to let them go because I'm like, okay, something new. A new belief system is here to play with. If that makes sense. But yeah, I want to pull a card for the North Node, which is in Taurus. And Taurus I have for this energy here, okay? Because this is Venus, and Venus in the second house is Taurus. So again, this could be Taurus being about your stability and, again, finances. So there may be some people who have lost money on crypto or whatever, and they're hurt by it, so they're going to be the ones. It's like this is the way that the world works. There's going to be people who will be like, oh, I lost my money on that, and then there's going to be people who are afraid to get into crypto or whatever. And that's sort of the way that it goes. And then there's going to be people that are making millions on it, and everyone else feels like they're left behind. So it's like, which side do you want to be on? Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go over the bridge and get with the program and see how you learn and how you think everything's going to go? Or you want to just sit in the old world and see the world as a scary place? That's just what I get. Okay, so for the North Node, I'm going to use this deck. So can we get a message to... And I have 3 other decks that I want to use. So, okay, can we get a message for that 5 of Cups reversed, please? Can we get a message? And I got the messenger. Okay, so the messenger is about news coming. Okay, so there may be some news coming. It may be news that just might be a little bit disappointing to hear. And that might be what this is talking about. Okay, and to me it feels like this has to do with news media. Okay, just because it's more of that what do you call it, gaslighting kind of situation, where they say one thing and then they say this and then they say that, and they're like, oh, you can wear a mask outside, but you can't wear it in there. You can't do that, or you can't do... It's all this gaslighting. People don't know what to do. They're all fucking like confused, and they're like, whatever. The messenger can mean that, and also this messenger for me is the good side of it, is instead of listening to what everyone's talking about on a negative side, listen to what... Or it's just not even about negative or positive. It's literally just pay attention, kind of eavesdrop into conversations, hear what people are saying. Just sort of like be the one that kind of looks in from an outside. Okay, the raven looking in. Because this for me feels like, they're setting the stage up, and you're sort of like peeking behind the curtain. You're like, your intuition is telling you something different. Okay. So this is a really good time for you to just pay attention to this energy of like people not wanting to move on, or you not wanting to move on, or something happening and you feeling like it's a bad thing. Nothing is bad or good. Everything happens for your own good. For your own, not for your own good. It's not like I'm your mother slapping your little bottom. It's for or this guy's. It literally, this is for you to experience something new. Okay, so the messenger's kind of like, something needs to change here. Okay, and now I want to pull a card for the South Node, which we're going to kind of base it on this energy because it's in Scorpio. Okay. This is literally what I said. So Scorpio is all about sorry, I literally my microphone is on a you would laugh. I have a microphone It's not. I don't think it's very good either. By the way, it was literally on a piece of toilet paper because I had to blow my nose earlier on, and that stopped. But I was like, improvise. Guys, you don't need props, or you don't need like lots of fancy shit to do videos. Literally, look, there's my microphone. Hello. I hope that this actually works. I don't know if it is working. That would be kind of shit. Okay. The Death card. The Death card, Scorpio. Scorpio energy is all about the conspiracy world, blah, blah, blah. Okay? The Lost Dreamer. Stop getting lost in that world. Okay? Because that world is not real either. There are truths in there, but there's also a lot of programming there as well. Okay? So it's all about bringing yourself back into balance and not being afraid of, because I know this for myself as well, like getting into conspiracies, like it's great, but it's also not. Okay? It's not. Because if you don't know how to control yourself, you'll be there for hours and your eyes will be popping out of your head and you're just really fucked up because you're just like, you've watched hours and 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 hours, and then you're just like anxious and like you're like you feel like the world's trying to kill you. Okay, this is the Lost Dreamer. You got lost dreaming. Okay, so if this could be people who just pay attention actually to where Scorpio is. I know this might not be exactly accurate because again, your chart is going to be different to Skystrology. So if you want a Skystrology reading, I have a link in my link tree to Claudette's website, the creator of Skystrology. Or just email me or whatever. But yeah, Lost Dreamer. So that is what I'm getting, that people who are so invested in one thing. This is sort of, it's not just about that. That was just an example. If you're so focused on this one thing that you can't get away from, even though you're supposed to, you probably should get away from it. You need to notice, you need to pay attention to what that is. And a good way of looking at it is maybe looking at where Scorpio is in your chart and maybe what is that trying to say to you. So put the pieces together, because you're getting lost in a daydream because you don't want to deal with something that Scorpio is pointing at. Okay, so the South Node is like the energy that we want to sort of leave behind. Okay, so the North Node is like the energy we want to start to work with that's coming in. And the South Node is the energy that you want to be like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. And yes, that's what I'm picking up for that. Okay. And lastly, for Chiron. Okay. I have this card that fell out, and I think it makes sense. I was going to shuffle these, but one of the cards fell out. And I have this book as well, so I might read it. So Chiron. This is weird. So this says South as well. It says adventure. It also says, I'm just thinking on the South Node because we literally just we were talking about that. Okay, this is like outer space. Okay, so instead of going outer space on your adventures in your mind and all of that, bring it back down into that Taurus energy, which is like, structured, a little bit more structured and a little bit more stable, and just kind of be around friends. So this is really saying, you can be adventurous in your mind, but why not be adventurous in your real life? Why not be adventurous and go socialize with people? Why not, stop zooming out without realizing that, sometimes you can zoom out and zoom back in. As long as there's a balance, that's fine. Okay, you need to zoom back in and go for a walk or get your mind off certain things or whatever it may be. Okay, but this is the key here. Okay, and this is in all areas of life. All areas of life. If parts of your relationship you're thinking about the big picture, about like next year and like someone leaving or a brother or a sister or whatever, or people separating or whatever it may be, whatever it is. And then in crypto, stop thinking on like all these cryptos going to go to the moon. Just focus on the smaller thing, like your day-to-day, like your decisions then and there. Okay, it's in all areas. Okay, so Chiron, this is the key to unlocking the door. And again, the word crypto means secret or concealed. And then I'm thinking on Chiron being the key. So the key to unlock things is to not get stressed out and think that you don't know what your access code is, or you don't know your PIN, or you don't know what to say. It's Chiron is that energy of like, zoom into yourself, come back to yourself, and just calm down. Take a break, take a breath. Okay? And I think that's what Chiron wants us to realize, okay? Because I'm just thinking on this again, that Neptune energy, that Neptune energy just really makes me think on that, like, go, go, go. And again, Chiron is... Yeah, I feel like Chiron is connected to that crypto situation too. That'll be to be continued. See what it says next time. Number 2. South. So it says, Chiron says, take a risk, but an educated one. Do or see something you haven't before as experiencing something new. As experiencing something new will help to clear your mind and give wonder to your heart. Look carefully at your plan. Something may be amiss. The situation may have a happy medium. It is not all or nothing. The South in some ways has a slightly bad rap. The term "it could go south" means something could go wrong, and plans going awry are often referred to in this way. As it is the opposite of the North, and the North was often seen as the right or sure direction, it's easy to see why. The global South is used to be a place of unknown territories, a kind of terra nullius. To travel south from the Northern Hemisphere... Am I still on camera? To travel south from the Northern Hemisphere as an explorer was to be courageous and to break boundaries. In the 1800s, much of South America had still been unexplored, and Darwin's voyage on HMAS Beagle in 1831 caused a sensation back in England when his flora and fauna samples were scientifically examined. Australia was named from a Terra Australis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The hypothetical South land described on maps from the 15th century. Okay, I don't know if that's really helping at all. Because we don't know if that's even real, is it? I don't know. Anyway. That's it. That is all I have for you all. If you are interested, I will be doing a new... Actually, do you know what? I'm just going to leave it because I will have a sort of monthly view of my Patreon for people wanting to maybe join. There's people who have left, and that's completely fine because I literally was like, I didn't know what I was doing with my Patreon. I was still doing things, but I didn't fully know. And I have anyone watching this, I'm doing the mini readings will be up soon. Because I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do. I want to do something different every week. That's my new plan. So yeah, but one of the things I will be doing is I will be doing a sort of extended pick a card for what we were talking about today. So I just kind of need to rewatch this and sort of see where I want to focus on. And then I'll have I'm thinking of making a diary entry so that people can journal for the next, until the full moon in Orion. And then you can kind of look back on it and you'll be like, oh my God, whatever. This is nearly an hour. It's because I was having so much fun. Because I stopped sneezing. And I bet you, once I turn the camera off, I'll probably... No, I won't. Stop. Don't curse yourself. Shit. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoy these, please leave a like because it really helps out, and I like doing these videos, so don't really, my pick cards, you don't have to like them. It doesn't really matter. But these videos, if you like them, please give it a like. And yeah, I will talk to you all in the future. Goodbye.